Hi everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I am here with my online class that we did for the month of January, and the class is the Dragonfly Garden bundle. And we use this bundle here, and I am going to start making card number 1. If you are watching this on the replay and you were in my online class and you would like to purchase any of these products that I'm showing, you can go to bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net and you can order any of the products you see here from me. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel so you do not miss any future videos or anything, there's a little pink square over in the right hand side of this video. If you could click on that, that will let you be notified whenever I upload any videos. So we are going to start with, we decided to use the Dragonfly Garden bundle. And if you would like more information on how to join my online class, if you go over to my Facebook page, you will find out the information there, or you can also go into the communication page on YouTube, and there will be information there on how to join my online class. You might have to stroll down some, but there'll be information in there. So for this card, we are going to be making one of these cards. It's not going to have the same paper. This is just what I did for a other workshop that I had on a Monday night, and but we're going to make this card, and I'm just showing you the different ways you can do this. You can either have bright, or you can have all one solid color, which is what we're going to do, or we're going to be using Night of Navy though. And this, I used Happy Birthday here, but because I wanted to stay with all that comes with the Dragonfly bundle, I'm switching it up this time, and I'm going to use You Are an Inspiration for the greeting in the front, and for the information in the back, I'm going to be using May Good Things Grow All Year Long. So that's what I'm going to be using for this card. If you want to use this stamp set, the Happy Birthday stamp set that I have got here, it's called News Flash, and it is right here, and it is a celebration item, so you can only get this from till the end of February, and for every $50 that you order from me, you can, it's not called Newsflash, I read this is the stamp that we use that says Newsflash. It says Approaching Perfection. Woo! If you guys want this one, it's a $50 item. With every $50 you order, you can get something for free. So this is with a $50 order, and you can pick out this if you want. And I liked a lot of those sayings on here, and I know some of my customers already have this. So if you want to change it up, you can add this to it. Okay, so let's get started. Another thing I want to let you know, the paper that we are going to be using is from the product Melody. Now I know a lot of my club girls that joined this class already have this because we did this product Melody, and I'm like, if they're anything like me, they've got a lot of this blue paper left, and I thought, let's use some up. But when I did my regular Monday night class, the ones that I just showed you, I used the what is this called? Oh, Dandy Garden 6x6 paper. So use whatever paper you have, or use this if you want them to look just like the cards that I did for my online class. And because you can't get this one anymore, it was in the catalog, the holiday catalog. So, okay. So let's get going here. So the first thing that we need to have is we need to have some Night of Navy ink. We got our punch. Alright, and I got all my supplies here. Alrighty. Now, we needed some Scotch tape. We need some window sheets. Now, I know you guys are going to be talking to me, but hopefully I don't forget where I put these. I'm going to put them right inside my magnetic bowl over there. We need some scrap for stamping the dragonflies. We need a scrap piece for the greeting. Then we need these for the back of the card. And we need these for inside the card. And these 2 pieces. And I'll tell you all the measurements as we get going. Okay, so this piece is 9 by 5.5. That's very not a usual size for us. So it's 9 by 5 or 5.5. So 9 by 5.5. You'll get this pre-cut if you are in my online class. So we're going to be doing some scoring. So the first score mark is at 2 1/8. So we're going to bring it in. We're going to go over to 2 1/8, which is 2 click marks past the 8th, or past the 2. Okay, so we're going to score that. And then we got to go over to 4 1/4. So we're going to scooch over to 4 1/4. And we're going to score that. And of course, I forgot to open up my arm. So we need to open up the arm. And then we're scooching over to 6 3/8. So that is just before the half mark. So it's 2 tick marks back from the half mark. And we're going to score it right there. And then we have an 8.5. So we're going to scoot all the way down to 8.5. And we're going to score right there. Now, we're not going to score on any of these score lines just yet. Okay? I'm going to put that down. Now, if you have some repositionable adhesive or anything like that, that would work right now. Or you can use a little bit of your snail just to hold it in place for just a couple seconds. So we're going to take this Whisper White first. And between the 2 score marks, right in the middle one here, we are going to place this, kind of center it like this right here, okay? And we are going to give this a little bit of adhesive, and we're going to put it down. And let me hold this up. Oh, it's got to go this way. The light is hitting on this blue just right. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. So now we have that on there. Now we have 2 circles from the circle layering die. And when I just measure these off to the side, the one that is 3 inches from the inside cut line, that's the one you want. You want a 3-inch one. And then you need a 2.5-inch one. And that's also inside the cut line. And it's, you know, give or take a hair or so. So if it's, you know, don't get real picky. But that's how I labeled mine. So you're going to take the 2.5-inch one. And you're going to try to find the center the best you can. And we're going to put it down right here. And I'm going to get some Post-it note tape. You know, guys, I love this. And I'm just going to put some pieces of this tape down. And we're going to move some stuff around so I can bring in the big guy. And meaning by the big guy, I'm meaning the stamp and embossing machine. So we're going to bring him in. And we need plate 1, plate 2, and then we need platform 3. Then we need our card and base here, and then we need our platform 3 again. And now we're going to cut this out. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just set this off to the side for a minute because we're going to need it again here. And we're going to take this and we're going to pop these out. Just be careful. Okay. Very carefully. There we go. And you could save these for another card if you want. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take and figure out how we're going to get this in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this tape down here just to hold it. You could use some repositionable adhesive too. I'm going to flip this over. And I am going to take a pencil And I'm just going to give this a circle line around it. So that's kind of my eyeball technique here. Part, okay. Now we have this right here, and we drew this line, circle around it. And now we're going to put this around here, eyeballing the centerness from it, okay? Because this is how we're going to put it back onto the card. And we're going to go and adhesive this down good so it'll stay. And then we're going to bring in this. We're going to bring it over, and we're put that down, and we're going to run it through the Big Shot. Okay. All right. Now we can get this out of our way. So we'll put that over there. And now we're going to take this off, just like this. Okay, so you're ended up with this. So now, let's get these things out of the way. So now we can start putting a little bit of this stuff together, okay? So we're going to take, and I'm just going to show you as a quick little sample here. We're going to put that on there, and this goes on here. So see how you have the little border around it? So that's what you're going to be doing when you get yours, okay? So now we can go ahead and you could keep that for another thing too. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to attach these pieces together, okay? So I'm going to remove some of the tape here. Oops, that's repositionable. And I'm going to get some Stamp and Seal. And we're going to put this right back over top of this, but I'm going to have to probably hold it a little bit because the light seems to want to hit this just right on me today. I hope it doesn't affect you guys. Okay, I think I got it centered. Looks good. Maybe I'm down a little bit, but oh, what did I have on my hand? Oh no, I mean it's going to be covered. I think most of it's going to be covered. Nope, some of it's not. I have no clue what I had in my hand. Oh, not that eraser. Let's see if the regular eraser will take it off. I don't know what that was. Well, it came off. Okay. I had it a little down a little bit, but I think it's gonna be fine. For me, it's gonna be fine. So then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put some adhesive right across here. I should do this off the camera, not on my project. I got my baby dog over here, Otis. He's watching me. He's waiting for me to give him another treat. So if you hear him like yawning in the background or giving me a little cry, it's because I'm eating Cheez-Its in between my videos. And he thinks he can have some of my Cheez-Its. So he's pretty funny like that, ain't he? So okay, so now we're going to flip it over. But here's where you can do a little folding. So we're going to just crease this middle one. Just give it a little bit of a crease, okay? Like that. So while we have it opened like this, I want to go ahead and stick in our designer series paper in the inside of this. So you want to put these two pieces on the inside. So we're going to do that. And I got to hold this up again because you want it in between the folds. You know what? I think I'm just going to score on all these lines. That way I can see. And then maybe you guys can see too. There you go. Yeah. And then I'm going to line this up. There's only like a hair or so around each one. So one right there. Well, like a... And then we're going to put some adhesive on this one and we're going to put this one on the back side here. Just like this. Okay. Now, while we got this still open, we needed 2 pieces of window sheet, which I don't even know if it's picking up. There you go. We needed 2 pieces of the window sheet. Now, if I didn't give you measurements for this, don't worry. It's all in the tutorial that I print out for you guys that are in the class. So we need 2 pieces of this, and I'm just putting one right here, like that, and one down here. And I found the best way to keep these, you can use dots too, the mini glue dots, which that works, but I also find just using some Scotch tape. So you could use the mini glue dots, but I'm just going to use Scotch tape. If they don't see this, it's on the back side of your, inside of your card, and I think it just helps hold it down quite nice. And that's all I'm using. And I found my card, I mean these cards, that's what I used for them, and they open and shut a lot, and I don't have any problems with them. So now, put that off to the side. So now we're going to take some score and tape, or if you have liquid glue, whatever that you prefer that would keep your card together better, you can go right ahead and you can use this piece right here. And I'm going to get our tool to help me peel this up. Okay. And then we're going to bring this over. And it's not like one of those trick ones. I mean, you can do this. Actually, you can do this. I lied. And then just line up your top and your bottom. So you're going to put the tape on. You're going to lay this all the way flat. You're going to lay this one all the way flat. And you're going to hook them together. So it's just like that. So now you have this. Now right here where you're, bend them a little bit too. Okay? Just give them a little bend. That's all you have to do. So far we have this done. So now let's get to some fun stamping. So let's set that off to the side. So now we're going to do some stamping. So all I did was I took the Night of Navy stamp and I went ahead with this pretty flowers that come in the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp this up. And I'm going to stamp one completely with the flower on it. Just like that. Okay. That's pretty. And then on this one, get that out of my way. So on this one here, I'm going to stamp the words. And I'm going to make sure I got it. Okay. And I'm going to stamp them about midway. When these are delicate words like these, you just want to down and up, because if you go too hard on them, oh, I forgot a stamp that I needed. How did I do that? I thought I had them all out. I guess I did not. And for this one, I'm going to get a block here. Oh, here's one. And then these are a little cluster of dragonflies, and let's see, and they go like this, and I'm going to stamp them, and then I just stamped them right up here just like that, and that is it. That leaves you a little room to do your writing if you want to do any writing or anything on it. So now we're going to bring our card back over, and we're going to put some adhesive on the back of this. And then we're going to place these on our card. We could have done this beforehand if you want to do all your stamping ahead of time, but I just found that this was just easy for me for videoing, to show you the basics of the card first. Okay. And then we're going to put this one right over here. Just like this, and lining it up with the other one. So there you go. So now we have that done. So now we're going to do the butterflies in the front. So we're going to take a scrap piece and we're going to stamp both butterflies. I'm going to stamp this one. Or butterflies. I have butterflies on my mind. Dragonflies. So I stamped that one, and then I'm going to stamp this one. Okay. And then I have my scrap piece of Little Whisper White here. And while I got it, I'm going to stamp my greeting. May have to get this one a little bit closer to me. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to close up this ink before I go ahead and sit something in it. And get that out of my way. So now we're going to bring in the punch. And we're going to punch out both of these dragonflies. Now you could use, there's one stamp left in this set that you could use that makes the wings colorful, just like I did in this one. And I just stamped them in the yellow. If that's something you want to do, you can do that too. Okay. Punch them out. All right. And now we're going to take some glue dots. I thought I had some over here. I'm going to bring back in our little card. And I'm going to put a couple glue dots right in about the center of the belly of the dragonfly. I'll put 2 in there. And I'm going to put this one kind of right where that fold is, or right next to the fold. I'm going to put 1. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this one. And I'm going to put this one right here. And I kind of have them going in different directions. I just thought that was kind of cute. Like that. Isn't this coming along great? I just absolutely love it. Okay, and now we're going to add our greeting. And for this, you could get out your trimmer, which I think I will. I think I'll put my trimmer, get my trimmer out, and I'm going to trim this down a little bit for the words because it was just a little bit long for me. So there. And then I'm just going to trim this over. And I think I'm going to 2 inches because that's looks about good to me. Okay. So there's that piece. And then I just went ahead, I didn't pop this up, I didn't do anything with it. I just went ahead and I put some snail on it, and I just put it right here on the edge of this. Went up a little bit so you could still see some of the pattern, and just stuck it down. So you can mail this flat, it fits in our regular A2 cards, or you can hand deliver it and have it all ready and set up like this so you can display it for the person. So that is up to you. So this is card number 1 of our online class. I will be back with card number 2 in just a minute. Thanks for stopping by, and if you'd like, subscribe and do all the good stuff. Bye-bye, everybody.